Kyle Larson, and he is doing something nobody's been able to do here at Bristol all weekend. Work in a second groove on the high side. You see the right side rubber getting laid down there up high below the marbles, but way above the grip strip.
Yeah, you see this groove he's in right at 42 right now. He's in that groove in this line right here where it's starting to darken up. And that just means they're laying a little rubber down up there and making that a usable groove, which is Kyle Larson is trying to get people to get up there and help him.
Well, he's finally gotten one taker in Ty Dillon. You see Jimmy Johnson run a little bit higher. Now, once it takes more than one car to get up there and build some momentum and some rubber laid down on that part of the track, you'll see more takers. That's a great sign. Vince, what do you have on that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. They believe that you're going to have to run that top groove on Sunday in the race, and so at least at some point you're going to have to run it. It's not going to all be on the bottom. So if Larson can get up there and help bring it in and have an understanding of how his car reacts up there, then that's a good sign. This is a long run for them. It's about 50 laps at this point. They ran the first half of it or so on the bottom, and then he moved up toward the top. He says he's experiencing a little bit of brake shake, but no other significant complaints from Kyle Larson.
Jamie?
And Jimmy Johnson, you guys have noted, he has been out there this entire practice session. You see him move up a little bit. Well, his crew chief, Jack Canals, took note of the 42 moving up there and said, hey, Jimmy, if you want to move up there a bit in the dark and see how the car handles, he said, or you can stick with what we're doing. And he immediately moved up. So obviously pretty happy with the 48.
You know, Jamie, the other thing that I think Chad Canals and Jimmy Johnson are trying to find out here, making this long of a run and just completed 75 laps, we saw a little bit of left side tire wear here yesterday. So you make this long run, they're to half of a fuel stop now. So also, yeah, you can see what the lap times do, but you can see what the tire wear does.
76 laps now for Johnson. Tell you what this reminds me of. Remember Ron Bouchard, who won a pole here, I believe, in his rookie season, 1981. At his home track, Stafford, Connecticut, where they're running the Spring Scissor this weekend, Bouchard would be the only modified to practice on the outside. Everybody else would be right down against the bottom. He'd be on the outside because that's where you had to go to pass people.
Yeah.
And he won a lot of races there that way.
Yeah, I think, Mike, it makes sense. Go where they're not. I mean, you know, everybody's hovering around the bottom, fighting, wrecking each other to get on the bottom. If you can make some moves around the outside, you're going to pass a lot of cars.
77 laps for Jimmy Johnson, and he brings it in. 25 minutes to go in final practice for tomorrow's Food City 5.